Welcome back to another episode of the Mountaineer Sports Insider. I'm your U92 Sports Director, Cam Scott. With me, exclusively with me, just one other guy with me today, is the Sports Features Editor of the Daily Athenaeum. It is not a Monday night in Morgantown. It is an MSI Friday. Brian, how are we?
I'm good, man. It's we were talking about it before we hopped on here, but a lot of Mountaineer sports starting up, going on within the next 2 weeks. So we got a lot to talk about. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're in the busy season for sure. First time we've done one of these in a while too.
Well, we had one last week. I don't think did we have one last Friday?
You recorded one.
Yeah, we did have one last Friday.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since it's been like 2 weeks since.
It's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been on this show. Yeah. I'm excited though. It should be good. We got a lot to talk about here. We'll start with men's soccer. Currently sitting at 5-0-2, and most importantly, they are 1-0 in the Sun Belt, Brian.
Yeah. Obviously, they dropped to 6th in the country. A couple ties, but got a big win over Old Dominion. At Old Dominion, so that's a good road win. We've seen them come through and get some wire-to-wire wins. And they've outscored their opponents this year 18-6. Offensively, they've been a juggernaut. Whereas, they have an upcoming battle against Kentucky, which we could get into. But, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Midfielder Simon Carlson has been good. Been solid this year as well. 4 goals and 4 assists this season, and that's his first time with the program because he played at Georgia State.
Right.
But yeah, things are looking good, man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, the team seems to have kind of smoothed out the bumps in the road a little bit. Taking those 2 ties was on the road. Yeah. Playing out on the West Coast for that first of the 2 ties is it was a tough game. Against Loyola Marymount, where they outshot their opponent 25-2 or something like that. I can pull it up. It was a large margin of shots. Yeah, 25-2 final with 5 on goal. Couldn't get one to go, which is of course frustrating. You of course you want to cash one in.
Yeah.
Especially in a non-conference game like that, a game that you're probably expecting to walk out of there victorious, but did not. Ended up settling for the draw, and then another draw against UNC Greensboro in a pretty ridiculous, chippy second half. Yeah, and that game, I think, also a little frustrating for this team. But a little motivation going into conference play isn't really a bad thing.
Nah, and I mean, they got the win against Old Dominion, which is going to help. The soccer schedule is kind of weird. It's like they'll have like back-to-back games and be off for a week. I guess because they're on the California road trip. But, yeah, I mean, Ethan Dex has been good for them as well. He scored the lone goal against Old Dominion.
Right.
Can this team continue to, squeak out victories late in the game? I mentioned it before, but I think it was the Cal Baptist game where Caldera scored in the 88th minute and scoring only 1 goal. The defense has been spectacular this season. I believe they've only let up like 8 goals this season, maybe 6 or 8 goals.
I think it's 6, what you said earlier.
But yeah, pretty good spot to be at. But Kentucky's a pretty solid team. I think that they just got to get the ball going a little bit earlier because sometimes they're in positions where they're kind of forced to score late in the game. And they're talented enough to do that, don't get me wrong. But I feel like getting opportunities hasn't been a problem for them. We're just getting it to the back of the net is where they struggled a little bit this year. You just mentioned that there was, I think, the Loyola Marymount game, where there's 25 shots and 0 reached the back of the net. So some things you got to clean up. But, Luke kind of talks about it all the time. But this team's definitely, thinking big scheme, big picture here with, they're couple bounces away from winning a couple games away from winning the national championship last year. Yeah, that tournament.
That thing. Yeah, that's pretty important.
Pretty important. So I think that they just got, but that's the goal for this team. I think it's pretty evident. But they haven't lost yet, which is obviously a good sign. But again, it's only going to pick up when conference play, continues to get deeper.
Yeah. Well, I've got it up while I'm thinking about it. West Virginia's 13th in the country in goal differential through 7 games, scoring 18, only giving up 6, which is good enough for 12. How's that math? On the goal differential, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
A couple sports guys doing math.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward a little bit more. We got Kentucky tonight here in Morgantown. That'll be a big one.
Yeah.
I expect a big crowd for that, Brian.
Yeah, I mean they got Orson Navarro and Carlson are the only 2 Mountaineers to get the Sun Belt Conference Offensive Player of the Week. So they got a lot of eyes on this matchup. Kentucky, I don't believe they're ranked, but they did start their conference play against Georgia Southern, and that was a scoreless draw, which West Virginia has seen one of those. So I think both teams are defensively. They have a good back line. I expect this game to be low scoring. I do think it'll come down to, the late second half, kind of how it has been for West Virginia. But, Dick DeLusk Stadium, I mean, we've seen what the places looked like when they've played. I think the first game of the season was pretty packed. I was there for when they played Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
And it was 4-2 final. They were up. The lead felt a lot bigger than that, but it was a big crowd. And I think that once conference play picks up, and a team like Kentucky, not too far from here, I think that it's gonna be. Not Milan Puskar.
Whoa.
No
game there.
Dick Gillespie Field. Right.
Stadium.
Sorry, I'm thinking football because football's on a bye week this weekend. But yeah, it's going to be popping, and I'm excited to see the turnout and what happens when they continue conference play.
Kentucky's never lost to WVU, but in 4 matchups. There's been 1 tie here in Morgantown, the other 3 in Lexington, in which the Wildcats took down the Mountaineers. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think that with football being on bye, it almost helps the attendance. You gotta think, because there's no one's worried about like the campers or anything at the Coliseum.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
People show out. The soccer teams here get great fan support as it is anyway, but especially men even more so. On a Friday night, like, come on, you gotta imagine it's gonna be packed out for that.
Yeah, see how the weather. What's it called? How the weather.
Yeah, I know it is kind of an ugly rainy day here.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think that it'll be interesting. But
yeah.
I think it'll be a good atmosphere. They have been all year. And again, they haven't lost yet, so there's no. I mean,
right. That's right. And then after this game against Kentucky tonight on Friday, it's Friday the 27th. We're recording this. I'm not sure if I've said that yet. They go on the road to play a non-conference game in Bucknell on Tuesday, and then on Saturday back here in Morgantown against UCF. So it's an important game here, I think, to kind of set the tone and keep the momentum rolling because. Coming off the 1-0 victory to start conference play, you're never, ever going to complain about that. You can't get better than 1-0. But, yeah, I'm very interested to see how they show out. You got anything else for men's soccer? Ready to move on to the women?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say defensively, I think they'll be fine. It's just they got to score early, I think, and set the
Scoring first is huge in soccer. Yeah. It's important in every sport to kind of be the one to throw the first punch. But, yeah. I agree. Getting that goal early.
Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup for sure. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us, man.
Yeah. I am too. On to the women's side of things. Let's see here. I gotta move my computer over. Women currently sit at 8-1 with another victory against Arizona State late last night here on the East Coast. That was a 10 o'clock start here.
Yeah,
that was a late one. How was that in that recap?
It was good, man. They got another win. They had quite the month of September. To say the least. I don't believe there was any losses. There was
Did
one
not
tie.
Lose in September. Yep.
One tie. And they picked up really good wins against Cincinnati, Kansas State, Kansas, and now Arizona State. Big 12 play, they've started off really hot. Ajane Respass has been really, really good for them. I know the first game of the year she missed a couple chip shots in front of the goal, but she's been very big for them, scoring the game-winning goal technically in the 34th minute. But yeah, Nikki Izzo-Brown's continuing to do what she's done and get wins when they matter because last year they had 7 wins, I believe, so they already passed what their win total was last year. I believe Izzo-Brown, in her 29 years of coach here, I think 28 of them were winning seasons up until last year. Yeah. So they find ways to win. Even when they don't play well, they find ways to win. That defensive backline, similar to the men's team, is legit, and it's kept them in games. It's gotten them some wins where, offensively they have struggled. And honestly, their losses aren't even that bad. At Clemson and at Penn State is not really a bad, bad 2 losses to have. And I guess they play Arizona. And that was, as you said, I think you mentioned it. It was their first matchup with Arizona State. But they have a bunch of road games coming up. They're at Arizona, home against UCF, then at TCU, at Baylor, and then they host Texas Tech. So it's going to get difficult, but Nikki Izzo-Brown, gets the team ready and finds ways to win. Yeah, no, it's definitely a important stretch of schedule here with this West Coast trip. Thankfully, on Sunday afternoon, that game's at 2:30 East Coast time, not in the wee hours of the night. But yeah, that'll be good. This team has kind of found. You mentioned how they're finding ways to win. They're finding ways to win like scrappy, ugly games, which is so important for a team that is looking to compete in this conference. And they have their 4-0 now in the Big 12. Just like I said with the men, can't get better than that. Like it's not much really to complain about there. Yeah. So they're looking good, man. But got to continue. I mean, they got to similar to the men's. I think they got to score early. Because because sometimes their offense gets stagnant, especially early in the second half. Sometimes they struggle to get things going. So, just put them away early. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. Let's see where we're at. Anything else? Any other soccer stuff we got, Brian? I kind of want to shout out AJ Rodriguez. He scored 2 game winners in a row.
Yeah.
He scored three in the last 4 games now.
Mm-hmm.
Did not score last night, but prior to that, scoring 3 in a row. Yeah. She's been great. Kind of a spark plug on the team. Yeah. I don't know. There's not really too much to nitpick here with both of these soccer teams. They're both playing very well.
Yeah. They're finding ways to win, even
Yep.
when they don't, play great offensively. They're still finding ways to win or tie. So
yeah,
West Virginia soccer's looking pretty good for the most part.
No doubt. You want to talk some football?
Yeah, man. We can recap a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're on bye week, but the Kansas game.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah, definitely a big win. There was another rain delay.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is a crazy run we're on this year.
Yeah, hopefully that's the last one.
I think up until this season, I'd only seen 1.
Yeah.
And then we've had 2 in the last
Duquesne.
2 in the last 3 home games.
Yeah, but talking about the game, like Tyron Bradley, made some very important game-winning plays. Josiah Trotter went down, but still came back and made a bunch of big tackles. Garrett Green struggled in the first half, but really, as Neil Brown says in the press conference, he's a competitor, and he found a way to win. He found a way to get the team down the field when they were trailing by 11, I believe. Because after that rain delay, Kansas came out and scored. I believe it was Highshaw with a big run. It was one of their running backs with a run. And Garrett Green marched down the field, hit, it was Rodney Gallagher for that game-leading touchdown.
Yep.
And then Cole Taylor, the play before when they went for 2, that was what a toe-tap play from Cole Taylor. But Garrett Green found a way to win.
I'm a huge Cole Taylor guy.
Yeah, what's there not to love?
Love it.
But Garrett Green really found a way. You got to talk about Hudson Clement. First half, he was absolutely electric. Didn't score a touchdown, but he set them up a bunch of times. I believe early in the first half, he had a 38-yard pass, and then the next play was a 39-yard completion. So definitely good for Rodney Gallagher too. That was kind of like his coming out game a little bit. Like he's shown flashes, but that was his first
career touchdown, right?
Yeah, first career touchdown, and as a redshirt sophomore, I think he didn't redshirt. He's a true sophomore, I believe. But yeah, that was a great performance for him, and he talked about how much he loves Morgantown and how he's going to be a big part of the future for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, by the way, Hudson Clement, just to read it, he's 7 catches for 150 yards.
Yeah.
That's an average of 21 yards a catch.
He was one of the top receivers last year in the country in yards per catch.
Yeah, he definitely has game-breaking potential, I think. When that connection is on with them, the offense can, I think, almost settles down a little bit. It gets to be very fun to watch.
That sophomore class offensively with their skill positions is really legit with Jaden White, Gallagher, and Hudson Clement. And then you have Nico Marchiol, who he came in for a play, I believe, almost fumbled the snap.
Snap bounced right off his hand and he had to fall on it.
Yeah.
Because he came in for, because when you lose your helmet
comes off.
Yeah. You have to snap for a play.
But he, obviously want to focus on this season, but they got a bunch of pieces they can build around for the future. And, the conference play is ahead of them. Obviously you drop, 2 tough games against 2 rivals. But there's a lot of football left to be played. Technically, I think that their chance for the college football playoff is just to win. They'll have to win the Big 12. Don't think they would get in that large bit at this point, but you never know what can happen. They get hot at the right time. We saw what happened last year when Garrett Green got that deep ball going. But Oklahoma State's not going to be an easy matchup in Stillwater, but they do have a bunch of time to rest and prepare. So I'd like to believe that Neil Brown will get the crew ready.
Yeah. What else do I want to say with this Kansas game? Oh, here's the point I was looking to make. The week before against Pitt, WVU's up late, and things just don't go well for them. End up losing that game. And a little bit, definitely a heartbreaker to your rival. WVU in a situation where it was kind of a do or die, down in the fourth quarter, and they did not shy away from the moment. They ended up taking this game by the horns, scoring 2 big touchdowns late, and getting out of there with a win. I think it was huge. I think that's huge for this team.
Yeah,
to kind of see it go the other way now.
Because if they're sitting at 1-3, we're probably having a whole different discussion right now. But
not even that. Well, yes, definitely, but just seeing the way that the way that you lose the week before and then the way that you win now, I feel like has to give this team so much confidence. I wouldn't go back as far as say maybe they get their swagger back, but There's inklings of swagger in the
Yeah,
air.
I just think there's things they're going to have to clean up for sure. I mean, Garrett Green does have to play a little bit better in terms of throwing the ball. He missed some easy passes, but he's a tough player. Ran the ball really effectively, got a bunch of first downs on third and long and whatnot. But, I mean, 15 for 30 isn't a glaring number, but he made plays when they mattered most, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. But for them to go into Stillwater, when they play Kansas State, Iowa State, like he's going to have to get the passing game going early because teams are able to shut down the run game. I mean, Jaheim White, I don't know if he got injured. I don't think he got injured, but he only had 6 carries for 15 yards, and C.J. Donaldson 6 carries for 38 yards. The run game, I mean, overall they still picked up about 148 rushing yards, which is well below their season average from last year. But there are some stuff they have to clean up, I think, offensively and defensively too in the secondary. But they made plays when it mattered, and that's honestly they just needed that win. Neil Brown needed that win, and now it's time to get the ball rolling when Big 12 play picks up next weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Nice spot. No, I think it's a good time for the bye.
Yeah, I think so too. Going into the bye with confidence, coming out of the bye with confidence would be nice. So they definitely need that win. Kansas too. I mean, Kansas had a disappointing season, to say the least. They ranked 20th in the AP preseason top 25 poll. Mm-hmm. Jalen Daniels, I mean, they were blocking for him pretty well. Like he had time in the pocket. He just was not really connecting on throws deep down the field. And then, Tyron Bradley made that game-sealing fumble. So Kansas is in an interesting position considering the hype they had around their program. Yeah,
they a lot of people were talking very highly of them, especially Jalen Daniels, who I wouldn't say he was bad in this game, but you're right. He those downfield passes he was struggling with a little bit.
Yeah,
15 for 25, 184 yards isn't. I mean, it's not like an atrocious stat line. He threw a touchdown and an interception, but he definitely could have been better. And I think that this Kansas team isn't like dead in the water or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see.
No
the Big 12. The Big 12 is wide open.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's no team. Kansas State's probably the best team in the Big 12.
You think so?
I mean, Oklahoma State's up there too,
which is cool because they play each other tomorrow. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma State and K-State. Yep. I think the bye week's definitely coming at a good time. Also, you get these 4 games in a row. Have to play your rivalry game in your Big 12 opener at home.
Yeah,
definitely could use. I'm sure the legs could use a rest. In time to crunch some film, recover.
Oh, Utah still too.
Oh yeah,
and when Friesen comes back to when he's fully recovered, and Colorado too. I mean, they got that crazy win. But the Big 12 is wide open, and just take it week by week. That's all they got to do.
Big 12 is a fun conference this year.
Yeah,
it really is. I think that with the conference realignment, the Big 12 is kind of put in a sink or swim position.
Yeah,
and they are swimming.
Well, you see, Oklahoma and obviously Texas moving on. And it's wide open. I mean, Texas made the college football playoff. They're number 1 in the country now. So,
yeah. And what's nice about Saturday, tomorrow, is that we can just watch college football all day and not have to worry about the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Just get to enjoy the rest of the country.
I've had a couple days at that stadium for 13, 14 hours. I love it, but, it's the rain delays aren't, the best part of the day. But
No, of course not.
It's all good, though. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely excited for Oklahoma State on the road. That will be fun. That game will definitely be good. 4:00 on ESPN2, getting the national TV spot again. No Big 12 now yet for this team.
Nope.
Wait, actually, that Albany game was probably Big 12 now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I just lost my schedule. Where do you want to go next, Ryan? We do a little volleyball.
Yeah, we can talk about some volleyball.
Okay. Volleyball has WVU Volleyball opened their Big 12 season against Cincinnati here in Morgantown the other night on Wednesday, and fell 0-3, losing all 3 sets in their opener. What came into this game with a winning record, now they level it to 6-6 on the year. Yeah, I mean, we've seen sometimes that this team struggles when it comes in the Big 12 play. Obviously, fell short to Cincinnati, but Jen Greeny has done a great job turning that program. And a quick turnaround, 6-6 on the season. Not awful. I mean, Cassidy Tanton had a pretty good performance, pretty solid performance against Cincinnati, leading the team with 15 kills. Sophomore setter Alexis Vinfold dished out 32 assists. Had a solid performance herself. But the team's it's still a rebuilding year, and I think that if they make the right steps, Greeny can build a strong program. And you see what she did at Wazoo, her alma mater. So I think that just got to try to find ways to pick up some Big 12 wins. But it's early, man. It's only been one conference. It's so early. definitely nothing to get like too discouraged about. I don't think.
Yeah.
Then they go back on the road to Ames, Iowa, to play Iowa State tomorrow. It's Saturday at 3:00. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a tough spot for the team right now. Like definitely a program that is up and coming, you could say. But yeah, I think that Mountaineer Nation should definitely trust Jen Greeny to be the one to kind of build this program up. It's not unfamiliar to her building up program. She's done it twice now. At Lewis Clark State, and then kind of brought Washington State like all the way into the national spotlight. They made 8 NCAA tournaments in a row her last 8 years there.
Yeah, so you just got to give her time.
And Greeny we trust.
For sure.
You go check out the Jen Greeny interview.
I was going to plug
that. The interview.
Yeah, I mean, Luke and I, from the DA, sat down with Coach Greeny a couple weeks ago to talk about, her path to West Virginia, her, playing career, and what led to how she was able to turn around that Wazoo program so fast, and helping them get to multiple, NCAA tournaments. So make sure to check that out. It's out on all platforms. That was a really good interview. She took the time to sit down with us, which we really appreciate. And as I said, with this team, you just got to give them time. It's the year one of the Greeny rebuild, but they have plenty of pieces to build around for the future. We're seeing a lot of juniors, sophomores get in the mix and play a big role with the team. But I do think that you saw what Greeny did elsewhere. So
yeah,
just remember that.
No doubt. Okay. All right, so here we'll do golf. I'll do golf real quick. Golf team, I believe it'll be their second appearance on the year. Yeah. On Monday and Tuesday in Farmington, Pennsylvania. They finished 12th at the Gopher Invitational a couple weeks ago, earlier in September. Coach Kovich, I know, was not. I think his quote after was like that. The best is yet to come. Kind of like this was not our best performance. So yeah, I think he will definitely get these guys turned around, ready to go. I think it'll be exciting. I think, especially the way they ended last year. Their next tournament after this is Big 12 Match Play Championship. That'll be fun. That's a big fan of match play. Whenever we can get it. Yeah, I don't know. Golf is. Oh, this is just the fall. Okay, they do have the spring schedule in here. Yeah, there's just a couple kind of. I wouldn't say warm up tournaments, but these events in the fall are kind of built to gear up towards the big ones. So, yeah, we got some time before golf really gets going, but definitely be on the lookout for information about that coming from the Daily Athenaeum.
Yeah,
it's coming.
Sure. It's coming.
What else we got, Brian?
I mean, tennis is competing in the Thunder in the Mountains tournament in Charleston, starting today. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. I believe for West Virginia, it's seniors Michela Kucharova. Sorry if I'm mixing up those names. Millie Hagginson, and I think Laura Villanueva Maria. And they might have a couple more competing, but for the most part, that'll be what they're doing this weekend. And then swim again as having like their Blue Gold scrimmage at Milan Park this weekend as well. So there's pretty much any sport you could think of has something going on with the next couple of weeks, obviously outside of basketball, which we'll get into the next couple of weeks. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on campus this weekend, Cam. Yeah,
I mean, we're in like I mentioned at the top of the show, we are definitely in the busy season. There's 4 events. I mean, just this weekend on Friday, there's tennis and soccer tonight, and then there's more tennis throughout the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Swim has their blue and gold meet, and then volleyball plays Saturday, and then women's soccer on Sunday. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Oh, redshirt junior Maja Dodic is also competing in for tennis. Don't want to leave her out. So they got 4 people competing this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I don't think we have the release for golf yet because it's still a couple days away. But yeah, I don't know. You got anything else, Brian? I'm kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see football. We'll preview Oklahoma State next week, but yeah, definitely good win for them. But yeah, I think there's just a lot going on, and it's an exciting time to be on campus. So
definitely,
yeah,
sports are good.
Sports are good.
Soccer's hot. Football's coming off a win. You like sports?
I like sports.
Yeah,
I do.
Sports,
I dabble. Just wait for basketball to start. Then I really like sports.
I know you are really jonesing for basketball season.
I'm excited, man.
We got the credential email today.
Oh yeah,
it's go time.
It's go time, man.
We're getting there.
It's exciting.
Get this guy on a basketball court. He's disappointed he didn't get to go last night.
What's up? Yeah, making sure I go today. Don't worry. We're making up for it.
Okay. All right. Well, any closing thoughts for us, Brian?
Just I think we have a rightful interview coming out soon. So
that's right.
Yeah. We sat down with head coach John Hammond. Me and Luke did that. So make sure to tune that out. We talked a lot about his come up with the team. He's from he played for West Virginia. He graduated from here. So just talking about what it means being at his alma mater, and they had sent a couple Olympians, including Mary Tucker to Paris. So just talking about that. But it's a really good episode. He gave great insight on the team, on his history as coach, and what he did back in his time here. And just make sure to check that out. It'll be out momentarily.
Yeah,
for sure.
Coming soon. All right, I think that's going to do it from us. This was your most recent episode of the Mountaineer Sports Insider.